What's up, guys? Back again with another Starseed video, and this is going to be more so along the lines of another Yapathon type video that I have going on. Right now in the background, I got some Roller Dome. Don't grill me too bad. I just started playing this game again. I got like pretty far the first couple times that I played this game, but I digress. So today's topic is something that I think is a great thing and something that I should share. I think that we should all get aboard on this if you are a UFC fan or just an MMA fan in general. I grew up in mixed martial arts. I grew up doing karate, and I just find UFC and MMA all so fascinating. But there's one big problem that happens in the MMA community, especially like the UFC. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog in the background, but if you guys can, that is my dog. He be barking and shit. But back to the topic at hand. Fighter pay, and this is a big problem in the UFC and just MMA in general, because I guess UFC is the upper echelon. It's the highest echelon or the highest level that you can fight at, and I think that the MMA guru has something brewing, man. MMA guru has this campaign, or I guess this new thing that he's going to want to do. I think he said he's going to be getting sponsorships towards it and everything.
In 2025, I'm planning to set up a 10K robbery insurance bank reserved for fighters on their first or second contract that get badly robbed. I can afford 10K per card. New fighters that would otherwise have had a career derailed by an awful decision will get a 10K bonus from there. Now, this picked up a lot of steam on Twitter. 4.3 thousand likes, 560,000 views. A lot of pages were reposting it, and I mean that. Come 2025, to fund a majority of this, I want to have a situation where we are, as MMA fans, changing the landscape of the sport. Not just sitting there watching, doing nothing. Nothing gets done. Cry about it on Twitter. Man, these guys deserve more pay. Dana's so evil. No. What's that gonna do? Fuck all. We've been doing it for years. I want to get to a point where I can look at the prelims of a card and think, who's getting the bonus tonight? You know what I mean? Who's getting the MMA Guru bonus tonight on the card? I guess we'll find out. And I want these guys that are on there to be getting an extra bit of cheddar.
Me personally, I would like to actually donate. If he opened up the donations, I'd love for my donation to go to a UFC fighter who either was robbed in the fight or, put on a great fight, put on a great show, and they're not getting paid enough because they're not on the main card. Some of these guys, like the MMA guru alludes to it, but some of these guys are literally like spending all of their money towards going to the gym and getting coaches and all these different equipment and everything that they need, and their diet and all of this, and they put on this great show, but either they get robbed or they get badly beat in their first fight. And some of these guys are like still inexperienced. They're coming off like the regional circuit, and they're getting pummeled by 10-year vets or something like that because they showed potential. But yeah, I just think it's a great thing. I definitely would like to see the MMA community on YouTube, social medias, just anything. Me personally, I'm not an MMA YouTuber. I'm not a UFC YouTuber. I'm not like any of those like kind of content creators, and more power to them. Like no shade, no offense, no nothing. But I do think that a lot of people sit there and talk about, oh, fighter pay, but nobody is going ahead and putting that first foot forward, that first step forward. And I believe that MMA guru, if everything he says is to be believed, he's going to try and put that first step forward. And I would love that. I'd love to see a community get together and actually make a difference in the sport that they enjoy watching and that they enjoy indulging in. And a lot of people, they go to these events and they pay the UFC this money and shit. I'm not gonna lie, I paid the UFC this money. I just went to a UFC event not too long ago and got really good seats for like $800, $900. And I don't think, well, I would assume a very small percentage of my money actually went to the fighters there. Some of them, that got the bonuses and stuff. If you guys don't know, I went to UFC 302, not to, brag again, but I did go to UFC 302, and I seen a couple of good fights. And funnily enough, a lot of the best fights were off of the main card. Although the main card, the main event itself was a really good fight. I can't remember who it was. I remember one of the fighters, and I'm not trying to be like funny or racist or anything, but his nickname was literally the Habibi. And so shout out to the Habibi, man. He put on a great fight. I think it was against Grant. No, Mickey Gall and the Habibi. I can't remember his buddy's name. I think it's like I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. But aside from that, yeah, I was getting a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to say, I think it'd be great for me and the MMA community. Like, I'll literally put up for this, but I think it'd be great for me and the MMA community and anybody that does content creation on, you know, MMA, and just covers the UFC, MMA, all that. I think if you guys were to put up a little, like, I don't even think it'd be that much money, but if you put up just a little bit of money, just showing your support for these like lower end fighters, or these, you know, first contract guys, as the MMA guru says. You know, some of these guys are only getting $10,000 to show up and $10,000 to win, hopefully, and maybe they'll maybe, but probably not. Maybe they'll get a fight of the night bonus, but nobody's really watching their fights. So the MMA guru has proposed that for a fight of the night, for like on the early prelims or the prelims, I'm not sure. I think it may just be early prelims. I'm not entirely sure, but that whatever fight of the night is on there, and whatever performance of the night is on there, he'll give $10,000 to each fighter. And there's, I think, a 5K if somebody like breaks a nose, breaks an arm or something like that, injury, or they were robbed in the fight. And so, you know, I just really think that's a great thing, and I think it'd be a great thing for the MMA community to rally behind. And you know, we really actually would be able to make a difference if we're able to make enough noise for these fighters and have these fighters come on and be supported by us, the viewers. I think it'd be a great thing. I think it'd be a great thing for the MMA community. I think it'd be a great thing for the MMA YouTubers and content creators. I think it'd just be a great thing for the fighters and all of MMA in itself. It might even, you know, you never know how much influence you have as a person. So if we all band together, if we were all to band together and actually contribute, you know, towards fighter pay, I think this would be a great thing. And I'm going to leave a few of the, you know, snippets of what the MMA guru was talking about. I'm going to also leave his video in the description. But I think if you want like the full gist of everything that I'm talking about, go ahead, check out his video. And if you're into MMA, this is something that I would, you know, recommend that you at least give thought, give some serious thought. You know, sit down with the family, ask them how much bread you guys got in your pocket. You know, can little Jimmy eat tonight? Yeah, of course he can. And can you guys eat tonight? Yeah, of course you can. But if you guys got some money to put aside towards, you know, the sport that you love to watch, I think it'd be a great way to use your money to help support some of these guys that are on the lower end. And I think it would be a great thing for, I know I'm just talking in circles now, but I think it'd be a great thing for the entire community. I can't say that enough, and I really want to stress that and make sure that everybody understands. Let's make a difference. Let us make a difference together, and let's make an impact. Maybe Dana White will see us all like making this impact. Maybe we'll make the news. Maybe something can happen. Like I said before, you never understand how influential people are, and just you as a person have so much power. So let's all put our powers together. Let's be like the fucking X-Men, and let's make some shake. Let's make some shit happen. But yeah, just a little small, you know, ramble session about the MMA guru and what he's got going on, and what I think he's cooking up. Let that man cook. But this has been another, you know, Starseed video. Peace and love. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Starseed out.